this was a man who was brave. This was a man who was principled. And this was a man who was willing to do what it takes. And I can only say that, you know, we have that, each of us has that within us. And there are many Martin Luther Kings out here, and we nurture it in each other. He was so smart. He wrote so many books that inspire us to this day. And, you know, he said many things. And, you know, one of the quotes he said, and I'm paraphrasing here, is that, you know, with all the challenges, with the poverty, and the poverty today has, you know, we have millions of people in poverty, and it's people of color, of course, and he was a champion of African Americans. He also was for all people of color, Latinos, Asians, Native Americans, but he also talked about the millions of disadvantaged whites. You know, the problems we have in this society impact us all. And we have to keep standing for justice, for true justice, for every single person. And too many are suffering today. And so what he said, what Martin Luther King said, is those who do not pay attention and those who do not get into the struggle to overcome poverty and work for justice for all are sleeping through the great revolution. And you know, we can't sleep through that. And today we have wonderful movements afoot, like the Occupy movement that's going around talking about how, you know, it's those big corporations that need to pay their fair share of taxes, that 1% of the wealthy have really, you know, have the lion's share of the wealth, and the 99% are struggling, some struggling more than others in this, at the bottom of the 99%. And so there's a great awakening today. Martin Luther King would be so excited to support the Occupy movement and join together with the 99%. He'd be leading it, in fact. And so we today remember him and we continue the struggle. And as we love each other, we remember that justice is not just loving your spouse or your parents or your family or your neighbors or your good friends, but it's loving everyone. And you know, Cornell West, it's loving the public in general, the 99%. It might be a little hard to love those greedy 1%ers, but they're the ones who have to pay attention and change their ways. But Cornell West is a great African-American scholar, and he said something that I want to share with you today. He said, "Justice is what love looks like in public." So I think that's a very profound statement. And so this is love in public that we see here today. You're all working hard, growing, you know, edible fruit and produce and helping us beautify the city. And that's what love looks like in public. That's justice. So I thank you all. You know, and I just want to end with this. You know, Martin Luther King also talked about, you know, darkness can't end darkness. You know, you have to reach for the light. And, you know, as these plants that you're planting, that we're all planting, you know, they start growing through the soil and they reach to the sun's rays and it gives them their nourishment. So each of us have to reach for the light. And sometimes it's harder to reach for the light in challenging times and hard times. It's always harder to reach for the light when darkness is surrounding us, but we can do it. We're doing it here today. So let's continue to create the light, to grow the food that is bringing the light, the source of the light, to make us healthier, and let's continue to bring justice to Richmond. Thank you all.
Good morning, Nicole. Good. I'm so excited. I always love being out here. Yeah. Busy. 40 kids for 3 things. Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to present a lovely young lady who represents the George Miller Center for a short announcement.